Lucy Hutyra, biogeochemist, Boston University. The plans themselves aren't out yet. New York's was supposed to be ready for Monday's announcement, but then got postponed. London and Paris plans are due to be released in the first half of 2018, with the other cities to follow in the second half. Even in advance of the C40 plans, scientists already have some pretty good ideas. The real problem, though, will be knowing if any cities are getting it right. If all you have is a blunt instrument, you can make some dents. You can do the broad transportation policies that lots of cities do. You can poke at building codes, says Kevin Gurney, a biogeochemist at Arizona State University who studies urban carbon cycles. But if you want to go beyond that, you need more information than is typically available. Right now, most cities rely on what researchers call bottom-up data, estimates made to greater or lesser degrees of accuracy based on stuff like the total number of cars, total miles of road, or amount of heating and cooking oil used. The equations for calculating greenhouse emissions that result are pretty standard. The trick is how good your data is. Do you do a new inventory every few months, or have you only done one? Or are you really only downscaling from national data, which tends to be better but hard to make as specific as the scale of a city? Are you just guessing? Even if you have a handle on predictable emissions, you also have surprises, unpredictable failures of the system. That would involve things like leaking gas infrastructure of landfill or waste management sites that aren't operating as intended, says Riley Duran, co-principal investigator of the Megacities Carbon Project at the Jet Propulsion Laboratory. So a general question you could pose is, what dominates the greenhouse gas footprint of a city? Is it normal activity like traffic and heating and local electrical generation, or is it malfunctions and leaks? The answer, almost certainly, is it varies by city. Climate change. Los Angeles says it'll stay in the Paris Climate Agreement. It isn't in the mayor of Los Angeles says his city will stay in the Paris Climate Agreement even if the US doesn't. It sort of can't. But then again, it already is. Climate change nations be damned, the world's cities can take a big bite out of emissions regardless of what their home nations are doing. International cities are fighting against climate change. Climate Desk. Climate change is making cities sick. City leaders must do more to integrate climate concerns into public health policy. That's good news, because in the end, executability and verifiability will be key. All the pledges and coalitions in the world don't matter if cities don't know what they need to do, or can't do it. Being Paris compliant means more than just setting a goal. It's not just a visionary document, but a well-thought-through statement that we can have confidence the city will deliver on, Doust says. That if isn't just big, it's existential.